Hey everybody, Scott Burnett here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Hope everybody's having a great week. Alright, so my last video was installing Fedora 44 on my Lenovo ThinkPad laptop and getting it set up just to use. Alright, today we're going to do part 2 where we go in and do a little more tweaking to it, and then we'll add creative applications and get you ready to do some real computing. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop down to the laptop. Here's the state it was left in. We are going to open up our browser, and I'm going to go to Tech Hut TV. And drag it over here, and this guy has a lot of guides, and he's got a really cool YouTube channel. I suggest everybody go follow him. We're going to go to the Fedora 44 post install guide, and he's got a lot of help documents, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel. We just use the internet to get it for us. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to pin the terminal to the dock, open it up, and I'm going to drag it over here. So now we've got the instructions on the left, terminal on the right. So what we're going to do, and what he's done, he's got little copy buttons here on everything. So we're going to copy this, bring it over here, and you do Shift Control V, and it pastes it. Put in my super secret password. And what we're going to do, we're going to change or add some settings to the DNF config. The DNF is your package manager for Fedora. And we're going to use the fastest mirror. We're going to have 10 parallel downloads. And we're going to keep cache and just accept the default for everything. So I'm going to paste that into this file. To save it, I'm going to hit Control X. I'm going to hit Y for yes and hit enter. And that's how you do that. So that is going to change the way when we go to update or install something with DNF, it'll change that and make it faster. Okay, it says to update the system, but I had updated not too long ago. We're going to add different repositories for different applications. We're going to add the RPM Fusion repository, and we'll copy and paste. And sometimes it'll ask you yes or no if you want to do something. I probably should have went ahead and updated after I changed DNF. All right. Got that one. And we're just going to go through and add these and make the system better. Okay, see a lot of red right there. So if we see disabled, we need to run these commands. All right, and then we'll go and we'll add FFmpeg. Very powerful piece of software. We're going to upgrade our multimedia group for hardware acceleration and stuff. Let's see, we're going to upgrade our core. Yes. Yes. Okay, so there's a repository for Terra, which you see is Xiscord, Z, 4P, SwayFX. I don't use any of that stuff, so we're going to skip that. Firmware updates for your SSDs and main board and stuff like that, we'll grab that and put it in. Okay, I don't have any updates. You can get your NVIDIA drivers if you need it. I don't have an NVIDIA card on here, so we won't worry about that. We'll get the Flatpak repo here. And Flatpak is another package manager where you get software from that's very handy. Put in my password. There we go. App image support, we'll get that because some apps you have to run as an app image instead of having an installer for it. Get that. Don't use gear lever. Okay, you can put Docker on here. It already comes with Podman. Podman is the open source containerization software. It's what I use. So I will not be putting Docker on here. VPS, NetBird, nope. Now this is a good one. Now if you have a NAS share that you want to share and save files to and everything, we can do this. So we'll do sudo DNF install sifs utils. Okay, it's already installed. So then we'll sudo mkdir and we'll put it in the MMT. And I will call it Linux share because I have a share on my NAS. Okay, now I'm going to create a credentials file. So I'm going to do sudo nano and we'll call it SMB credentials. And I'm going to say username and I'm going to username. Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to hide this from you. Password equal to I'm going to control X. Yes, and then enter. So y'all don't see that. All right, and then you come down here and do chmod 600. How about we sudo? There we go, sudo that. And then I'm going to edit the /etc fstab file. I'm going to copy this this line right here. Okay, I'm going to come back to the credentials file and I'm going to tell it where it's at, and it's in my folder. I think that's what I named it. And my share, instead of being unraid, is Linux share. And then I will back up. And then I put my folders in there where I've got it. And then my IP, which I will block. Just in case. We'll hit Control X, Y, and enter. All right, so now we need to do a sudo system ctl daemon reload. DA reload. Okay, there, got it. And now we're going to do a sudo mount -a. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if it shows up now. We're going to go to our Files app. And up here, we're going to do /mnt/Linux share. And there's all my folders. That worked. Now, whenever I reboot, this will be here every time as long as I can get to the NAS. So that worked like a champ. Okay, now it goes through installing GNOME tweaks and all that stuff, which you've already got that in OBS, but we are going to do that in a different way. So in another tab here, I'm going to go to github.com/the, boy, if I could spell, the Linux IT guy. Another YouTube channel, awesome. Plus his GitHub repo is awesome. We're going to go down to his toolbox repo. And this is an application where you can install all your creative apps or anything else that you need. It would be like Chocolatey or Winget or whatever on Windows. Well, this is on whatever flavor of Linux you want to run. Now, he's got some prerequisites that you have to install. So we're going to go to the Fedora part. I'm going to come down here and paste it. That was not what I wanted to paste. Okay, go up here and click that again. There we go. And we're going to let it do its thing. And he does a super job on this. It really works great. So now I'm going to come back up to the quick start. I'm going to copy this. This will clone the repo and start the application up. So and what we're going to do, I'm going to go in and set up for me. So I'm going to do Google Chrome, Thunderbird, and I'm going to do VS Code because I like VS Code. Under multimedia, I'm going to do Audacity, MPV, and I'm going to get the Flatpak version of OBS Studio because it's generally the newest one. I'm going to get GIMP for making thumbnails and images of whatever. LibreOffice. And Local Send. Local Send is the AirDrop or the version of AirDrop for Linux that works really well. Works on iPhone, you know, whatever. Will move me up here so I can hit the run selected tasks. You have to put your sudo password in. And it will start installing. And it'll take just a few minutes to do this. But once everything's done, it just works. I've tried it on Ubuntu, Arch, CatchyOS, Fedora, Rocky, Mint, Debian. I mean, I've tried it on every version that I've been on, and this application works. So we'll come back when it's done. All right, so it finished up. We'll close that out. Load that one. Well, no, let's go ahead and do sudo dnf update -y. Nothing to do. Oh, all right. Good deal. So everybody's happy. What we're going to do, we're going down here to show apps. And now we have MPV, Thunderbird, Audacity, Google Chrome, OBS, GIMP, VLC, Office Suite, Local Send, and Visual Studio. So there we have it, all of the applications right there in the launcher, and you can make folders with all these. You know, if you want to drag them over in there, you can have an Office Suite, you know, get all of them in there, all your creative apps, you can do that. You can have virtual desktops, the whole bit. Fedora is just a very polished operating system. It is not a long-term support. You know, you get updates, you know, every 6 months or whatever. Like in Ubuntu, it can go for years and years before you have to get a newer version, before you have to upgrade. But Fedora is like what they call a rolling release. So you're always getting updates, but it works very good. I was running Ubuntu 26 and thought I'd jump over here and kind of like it better. It's hard to get used to the DNF thing, but I'm a runner and I try not to do that. So it's, you know, it's one of those things. But anyway, hope y'all get something out of this. Everything will be in the description that I just did. And hope y'all get something out of it. If y'all do it a different way, let me know in the comments. You know, be nice about it, but, you know, a lot of times you can get in there and people get hateful with you and don't understand why. Million ways to do this. But anyway, if y'all got something out of this, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified, and hit that like button. I sure do appreciate it. And like I always say, you know, until the next video, thanks for watching, and I really mean it. I appreciate everybody watching, appreciate the comments. It's just a fun way to share knowledge and to learn things. I try to learn something every day with this. So anyway, hope y'all are having a great day and a great week, and I'll see you on the next video.